Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, aka Madam Russia's Black Beauty, aka Diamond, aka your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess. Today, I'm going to do some more arts and crafts. I'm going to show you all how to make homemade soap. I've done some videos where I showed you all how to make candles out of soy wax. I showed you how to make candles out of the jelly kind of wax. And so today I'm making homemade soap. So this big chunk right here, you need some kind of base that you're going to melt down. This is shea butter, sheep butter, however you want to pronounce it. And so you're going to cut some off and you're going to cut them into cubes. There's different type of bases you can use. It depends on what you want in your soap. What type of moisturizers you would like. Shea butter is really good. Cocoa butter is really good. And this is the shea butter block. But I have several different ones because I made all kinds. This is the cocoa butter. You can like literally order them in like solid blocks. It depends on what you want. This is honey. And these are all bases, so you can do a mixture of these. You could just do one. This is mango butter. Okay. And this is hemp seed oil base. Okay. So I'm actually going to do a few different ones. And I have recipes for certain ones of them. I actually made several earlier. So I just wanted to share this with you all. It's really good when you are a targeted individual to find something that relaxes you, something that can help you kind of center your energy. If you have a hobby, if you like arts and crafts, just anything, whatever makes you feel good and feel at peace and kind of get your mind off of this evil, wicked crap that has been done to you. So you're going to chop that, the shea butter up into little cubes. So that's what I'm doing here. And, you're going to chop them into cubes and you're going to put them in a glass measuring dish, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute. So however you want your mixture to go, I'm going to show you all how to do this, but I'm not going to necessarily tell my full recipe because, you know, people be out here trying to take other people's artistry and use it for themselves and not pay you. Okay? So those are the cubes of shea butter that I chopped up right there, okay? And so, let's see, what did I do with the, so I'm going to put this back in here, because I think I have enough shea butter. I'm going to set this aside. And there's many different things that you can use to, put in your soaps if you want them to have fragrances. You can put certain flavors for fragrance in it. If you want to turn it to different colors, there's certain things that you can use, certain dyes that you can use to color the soap differently. These are good, like your cocoa, your oil type of bases. They're good because they moisturize the skin really well. Okay, so that's why I like those. If you are the type of person that likes just, you know, regular white kind of soap, it has different chemicals and different things in it. I'm sorry, y'all. Those are my cats running through here. I forgot to turn this light on for you all so you all can see better. If you like that, I don't like how that soap, it kind of dries your skin. It dries my skin, so I don't like that. Um, these type of bases, soaps with this in it that have some type of a oil, something in it that's going to keep your skin moisturized and things, I think is better. So that's what I'm using to make these homemade soaps. But anyway, yeah, as a targeted individual, you want to find something you can do to get your mind off the gang stalking, the harassment, the voice to skull, the electromagnetic torture that you are going through. You want to keep yourself occupied in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So you see that kind of looks alike. Once you chop that up, the shea butter and the cocoa butter actually kind of looks alike. But they're actually two different moisturizers, and they're really good combined together. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do a few different ones. And so I'm going to chop up some more here in just a minute. So you want a glass, measuring glass, because you're going to put this in the microwave and you don't want your container that you're going to use to melt your base in to like melt also. So you're going to use a glass measuring cup. And so then you can just dump all of your soap base that you're going to use. This is predominantly what is used to make your soaps, okay? So whatever you use, you're going to melt this down. And usually, it depends on how much you're trying to use, how much you want to do. You can put it on about 2 minutes will get it really good and melted, and you're going to put it in the microwave. If you do not have a microwave, you can take a pot and fill it with water and then sit this over into the water and let it melt down that way. You don't want to put it directly on the heat. That's the reason why you do it in the microwave, okay? Here I have different oils. And because I don't want to give all of my recipes away, I'm just going to tell you different oils that you can use. This also makes your soap, this also provides extra moisturizer for your skin, so you can have that silky smooth kind of skin and things. But there's several different oils you can use. Extra virgin olive oil. You also can use sunflower oil. You can use hemp oil. You can use safflower oil, which is not the same thing as sunflower oil. Safflower is spelled SAFFLOWER, so it's safflower flower oil. And then you have sunflower oil. So you can just kind of check around whatever kind of oils and things that you like. You can do that. So you'll have like a little droplet type of thing here, and you don't want to put too much oil in there. So you're going to fill that up with oil, and you'll just drop that oil in on your base. You can put this in now before you melt your base. So you want to do probably about 5, maybe 6 drops of oil. If you like to add more after you've melted it down, that's perfectly fine. You don't want it too oily because that oil will rise to the top of your soap base. So now I'm going to put this in the microwave. You're going to put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. It depends. If you're just going to do a small amount, you can do it for like 1 minute. To get it really, really hot like you want it, you can do 2 minutes, okay? So I'm going to put this in the microwave really quick. My cat is being nosy. You also are going to want some kind of stir, okay? So this is just like a little spatula type of stir. And while that's warming up, I'm actually going to show you all how I do a different set. I'm actually going to do several different ones here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And this is the hemp seed oil, okay? And you can use different herbs in your soap. You can use different fragrance oils to give it a certain type of smell you want it to have, like lavender or tea tree or just whatever type of scent you want your soaps to have. That'd be really good. They got Fort Knox on this stuff, okay? It's like wrapped so many times you don't even understand. Okay. So as soon as I get this open, I'm going to cut up some of this because we're going to do the same process, but I'm going to make a different type of soap. As you can see, unlike the cocoa butter and the shea butter, they come in like the white, the pure white type of color. This is more like gluten, gelatin, kind of like. It's going to give it like a see-through kind of look to the soap. And so here the microwave went off, so you hear so your other soap base is like already ready, and you want to go ahead and get it put together. I also have honey. Okay, this is a honey base, so I'm gonna mix the honey base, which you can see it looks just like it looks similar in look and texture as the hemp seed oil. Okay, and so I'm going to do something a little different, a little creative with this, and you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to want to cut a fair size amount off. It just depends on how many different bars of soap you want to make. You need a really sharp knife too, okay? Because I'm telling you, this stuff is not easy to cut through. So yeah, then you're just going to slice this up into different pieces. And just like we did with the other one, we're going to turn those into little cubes like that. And actually this one, the honey is just a little bit lighter in color. It's more like a clear, the hemp seed oil one base, it's more like a, it has a, it's kind of clear see-through as well, but it has a yellowish type tint to it. So real quick, you can just chop those up into cubes. Okay, almost got that done, and then I'm going to get this going, and we're going to melt this down, and we're going to work on the other soap base while this is doing its thing. As you can see, if you can tell the difference, the hemp seed oil, it has a little yellowish color, and the honey has more of a clear type of color. Okay, and so you can really use any kind of jar. I'm going to use this jar since I'm using my other glass jar, and we're not going to do as much or as many different soaps, so this is going to melt down really good. So you want to put that all in there. And again, if you want to add oils, you do not have to add extra oils if you don't want to. Technically, all you really need to make homemade soap is a base. Okay? If you don't want to add a fragrance to it, if you don't want to add oils to it, if you don't want to add another color to it, you don't have to. Technically, all you need is a base to make soap. If you just want a soap without a scent, all you need is a base. If you want just a regular, say, white bar soap, you don't have to add any color to it either. So it all depends on what you're making, what you like, whether you're making it for yourself, if you're making it for gifts for somebody else. I may do a lot of these, and I don't know, so at some point maybe sell them, put together gift baskets or something and sell them or give them away as gifts to people. I like doing nice things like that. So that's me. Okay, so I'm going to get this on. Okay, we got that in the jar. That's going to melt down really well. And then we're going to work on the other one. Voila, it's all melted. So you see, like, you really don't, once it's melted down, it's like, wow, where did all those cubes go? It melted down, and that's only like 8 ounces, okay? Right there, once it melted down. And you seen when I did the cubes and mixed them, they were like filled all the way up. So this is like really, really hot right now, okay? So that's how you want it. Okay, now if you just wanted white soap, like if you just want, you can put a scent in here and then just pour it in your molds and you would be done. Okay, if that's what you wanted to do. However, that's not what I am doing. So I want to add just a little bit more of my mixture of oils. And this is a combination of oils I have. This is not just like one. So like I said, you don't want too much oil in there because that oil will sit all at the top of there. A good amount of oil. It'll blend in well all through the soap. Okay, and so I'm going to use a lemon scent of fragrance in this one. And so you just take your oil, whatever scented oil you have, and you're going to pour it directly into your base. Okay? This is your color. You can use any type of color pigment you like. This is actually a liquid one. I have powder ones as well. You can get them in all different kinds. So you see it's a little dropper as well. So you're going to get some in there. And you're just going to drop your color in there. Okay? It may be enough. So you see I got my color in there. You're going to stir it around. You see it turning yellow? And it has the scent in there and everything. Like I told you, you can add herbs. You can add dried flowers. This is a bag of, you can buy herbs. You can buy dried flowers. These are all different kind of flowers here. And so you can decorate your stuff any way you like. I have some, like, I'm going to use these, okay, because they have like yellow in here on these. And that'll go really good with this one that I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to use these dried flowers here. You can use all kind of herbs, any kind of herbs or anything that you would like. Okay, now you have to have molds. Okay, and you see these are like bendable little molds. Okay, I have all kinds. So you have single little molds in different little shapes, and it may have a design in it or something. This right here, you can make 6 bars of soap with this one right here, okay? So what I'm going to do, let me move this plate out of the way. As you all can see, I mixed that color in there. I mixed that fragrance in there. It's all mixed up. So you're going to set that aside for just a second. And if you want the design that you put in, if you want it to show on the front of your soap, you want to put it in first. If you want it on the back of the soap, you'll pour the base in first and then put it in last, okay? And that way, because when you flip this out, when your soap is dry and ready and you flip this out, this is actually the bottom of the soap. The top of the soap is actually what's in the bottom part, okay? So if you want the design to show on the front of your soap, you're going to want to make sure you put that in the bottom of your mold first, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some of these dried flowers. I don't think I'm going to use all of these because I'm actually going to do something else. So 3 of my molds here. You see I put the flower in first. And you can actually do various different type of designs if you want to, or other things that you want to put in it. That's perfectly fine. So then you're going to just pour your base. And let me see if I can adjust this so you can watch me do it. Okay. I think y'all can see that, right? So then each one of these that you have, you're just going to pour your base on there as high as you would like it. And another thing is too, depending on how heavy the herbs or the flowers, whatever you decide to do with your soap, depending on how heavy it is, it may make it move. So it's going to rise. Okay. And so that's that. Once that's dry, you're going to need about anywhere from maybe, like, to get it, make sure it's really, really solid dry, you'll probably need about 2 hours, okay? And as you can see, this bar is going to be just a little bit smaller than these 2 bars because I did not blend enough of the base in there. It's different with different molds. Some molds are smaller. These actually look small, like they're going to be small little bars, but they're deep on the inside, you know, so it gives you more room to put, you know, more of your base in there. So I'll probably cut up some more of the base and fill that up just a little bit more so it'll be full. This takes several hours, okay? It takes several hours for it to harden. But that's essentially all it is, all there is to it, okay? So I'm going to go and get my other one, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that because I have something else I want to add to it. So I'm going to move this over and sit it to the side while I show you all how to do the other one. on just a minute, guys. I'm getting the other soap base. I want to make sure that it's all, I have all of it. And this one doesn't have a handle on it, so you do want to make sure if you're using a dish that doesn't have a handle on it, you want to make sure you have some type of oven mitt or something so that you don't burn yourself. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Okay, sorry about that delay, everybody. Okay, so I have the other base. This is the hemp seed oil and the honey mixed together. Okay, and so I'm going to use hemp organic hemp hearts, which is shelled hemp seeds. Okay. So this will be really good for the skin, really good for the body. You're just going to add a little bit of that, however much you want, to just really show up in your soap. So you just put a little bit of that in there, and just like the other one, you're going to stir it in really well. You're going to stir that all in. And then you can add a fragrance. So I suppose I would use the, I'm going to use tea tree oil on this one. The scent tea tree oil. Okay, so you're going to, as much as you will want, you smell the soap to smell like. And see, the more, if you just put a couple drops of oil in there, it's not going to have that much of a scent. If you really want it to smell like the scent you want, you're probably going to have to use an entire one of these, okay? And so you get that all mixed in, and it's going to look like that, okay? I have the hemp hearts, the shelled hemp seeds in here, mixed in with the hemp seed oil, as well as the honey. Okay. I'm going to add a little color. So I put a little green in there. And you can mix colors if you would like. You can do your soap, or whatever you're doing however you want to, like whatever makes you happy. So I put a little green and a little bit of yellow in there, and just like the other one, you're going to mix it really well. You want it to blend all the way through. And you don't have to be in too much of a rush, because it's not like the candles where you have to kind of move kind of quickly, because the wax will start hardening on you really quick. This actually takes quite a bit of time to dry, so you don't have to be in that big of a rush, okay? So as you can see, it's like a lime green color, because that makes the green and the yellow, so it gives it like a lime green type of look, okay? And so I'm using different molds on this, okay? This one is a mold, and it has like an oval type of shape, and you see it has a design on the inside. It says soap, so it's gonna have soap written on the outside of the bar. And here's another one I have that has a design in it. It says 100% handmade. Also, I forgot, I don't know if I told you all or not, but you want to spray your molds with alcohol, okay? So I actually did that before I started the video. But yeah, you want to spray a little bit inside of the mold, and you want to spray some on it after you get the mold in, after you get the base in the mold, okay? So I'm going to, for this one, I'm going to use some jasmine in here. So you can just put as much or as little of whatever decoratives you want to put in there. So I'm just going to add some of that in here. And it makes your soap very festive looking. A lot of this stuff is actually good for the skin, especially like the hemp seeds, the hemp oil. Would actually be really good on your skin. Mixed with the oils and everything. It'll be really good. Okay, so I have my jasmine put in there. I'm not sure how much this is going to make, so I'm just going to do these two molds right here real quick. I'm going to add a little bit more oil for moisture. This is my mixture of oils I have. And you can do this however you want to. If there's certain kind of herbs that you like, there's different things that you can use that's good for the body. So it's really about whatever makes you happy, whatever you like. Different people's skin is different. You know, some people have oily skin and they don't really need a soap or something that's super moisturized or whatever. But you don't necessarily want something that's going to like dry out your skin either, you know. Okay, so that glass is actually still very warm. So you're going to want to use like oven mitten or something. And just like the other ones, you're going to pour your base. I'll let you all see me do that. So you fill that up. And see, that's going to be so pretty. That's going to harden and that's going to be so pretty. I'll come back and do an update with you all and show you the end result of what we're making today. So I still have a little bit more I have a little bit more base on this, so we can make some more. So where's my jasmine? Whoa, I put too much in that one. And you can add as little or as much as you would like. It's just, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. This is actually very soothing. I know it's different strokes for different folks. Some people are not very creative or artistic, like don't really like doing that. But like I said, when you're a targeted individual, it's important to maintain your sanity and not let these gang stalking perpetrators get the best of you. And let them know that you are in control of your own life and nobody owns you. You're no slave to anybody, okay? See, those are so pretty, aren't they? So those are going to sit, and I'm actually going to put together some more base so I can do the other soaps. quick, I added the rest of that onto Flaky. Move! Get out of my seat. Sorry, y'all. I was talking to my cat. Her worse himself. I have 2 cats and a few possibles because I have a couple other cats that I feed. They like come by every day and eat. And I have one that's like sniffing my other cat out. She's in heat. And so, yeah, honey, he trying to get it. Okay, so we got that done. I'm going to let those cool. I'm actually going to put together some more base and do a couple of other type of scent soaps because I decided that I was going to do a total of 4. So I actually have 2 more that I want to do. I'm going to do an orange and I'm going to do a mint one with the blue coloring. So that's going to be good. I think these are done. So I'm going to set this aside here. But yeah, you want to make sure whatever you want to put in your soap, whether it be oils, the base that you use, whether it be color, whether it be some other form of a moisturizer or whatever you're using, it's better to research and make sure that it's good for the skin. It is okay to use in your soaps and certain things that you look up. Like if you go online and look for certain things, it'll tell you, like for the color pigment, for example, no matter whether you get the liquid or powder, it'll tell you it is good for soap making. It's good for candle making or whatever you're working on. That way, you know, you don't put something together that's going to irritate your skin or your body or something. You want to be safe with you know, no matter what you're doing or what you're making, especially if you're gifting things to somebody else, because people have allergies and different irritants that they may have to their skin or their body for certain different things. So that's why most people that do stuff like this, they kind of keep it simple and just use a regular type of soap base and maybe throw some type of decorative flowers or something in there, and they're kind of through with it from there. But that's kind of plain Jane. And like me personally, not even everybody can use just like white soap. For some reason, whatever other chemicals are in white soap dyes, it irritates my skin. Just like going to the store and buying soap, I cannot use a white soap. So everybody's different though, okay? So let me show y'all this because I actually put some together earlier. And so since it takes so long for these to dry, I want to share with you what they look like. So I have these little labels here. It says handmade, especially for you, handmade, and that comes off, and I wrap it in like this clear plastic wrap. But here's one I did earlier, and it has the hemp oil in it. It has the hemp seeds in it and things like this. So this is the whole bar of soap here. That's one that I did earlier. So this is the finished product. This is what it looks like on this specific recipe that I did for that one. Okay. Like I told you, different molds have different shapes. Here's one. Okay. I took the thingy off of it. It has a thing too. So it has a cute little thing. So if you want to gift it, it has a thing to let people know that they're, handmade soaps. And this one has a pretty wavy, kind of rosy, cute little design to it. And as you can see, it's purple. And so this is lavender scent. And I have the purple roses in it. It's some kind of rose that I use in this one. Okay. So I actually have several of those, and this one, this is another one that I did. That's like the square one that I showed you, but this is a different. You see, it's got a 4-leaf clover design on it. Can y'all see that? It's got some little clover design on there. So you can get molds in different shapes, and so that's the finished product of what it looked like once it hardened. I actually did these earlier this morning, and I left and I went to work for several hours, and when I came back they were all set, they were ready, and so I wrapped those up, packaged them up real nice and cute, and yeah, so it's all good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, oh, let me also show y'all this too. I made some candles. I make candles like all the time. I made another one of the little jelly candles. And I don't know if you all can see that really well. It has the different tones in it of the jelly, and it has seashells in it, and the sand and the rocks and all kinds of stuff. And I have different size things that I do. Here's one that I did. It's shaped like a heart. This is a candle, and so it has rose petals all through it with a beautiful scent to it, so it's gonna smell really good, and it has the glittery stuff on there. So yeah, like, I love making stuff, and y'all can see I have all kinds of candles. Okay, so these are like the tea light candles here. I think I showed y'all before. These are some more gel candles, and I have some others in behind there that I made as well. So yeah, I try to keep myself busy. And then, of course, the anointed candles that I make. These are the spiritual candles that I make. The protection candles that I make. And then I also just have the regular candles, and they have them. They're in the little tin type of can thingies. And so they smell really great too. I put different herbs and different things in them. So it has a really good aroma to it. And certain herbs and different things, like sage and different things that you can use, is actually good for clearing out negative energy and, you know, all kinds of things. So I make them in all different kinds of ways. I don't do the same thing like all the time. I make them in different types of ways, just to kind of be doing something different. I'm going to use some mango butter, okay, for the other soap base. I have about 3 more. Yeah, about 3 more that I'm going to do. Soaps. Here's another one I have as well. These say 100% handmade as well. So see, like I told you, you can get molds in, you know, different shapes and sizes. You can get the ones that are just kind of square if you just want a square bar soap. Whatever suits you, whatever makes you happy, whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, this is very soothing for me. I'm, you know, an artsy, craftsy type of person. So I kind of love anything that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, artistic, and release the mind and body, and just, you know, doing something creative, staying busy. So you're not worried, you're not thinking about all the time, you know, you're alone, and, you know, these Satanists working against you, these witches working against you, the government working against you, your family working against you. You know, you're not sitting up thinking about, oh, I have no friends, I have no family, I have no spouse, I have nothing, I have nobody. Find you a hobby, find you something to do. Get off the electronics, because that'll kind of drive you crazy. Like, most of the time, there's nothing but negativity online, especially when it comes to the news. It don't mean you don't need to watch at all, because of course you want to be in the know of things that's happening and going on, especially as a target. But sometimes you just need to release from sitting and watching TV, or sitting, and if you keep yourself occupied, you find the time goes by faster, and you realize you have no time to sit up and worry and stress and be depressed and down and out about what you're dealing with and what you're going through. And you're doing something, you have a hobby, you're doing something fun, you're doing something creative, and yeah, you're just kind of getting your mind off of things. Okay. I have some other videos coming up that I'm going to do. I'm going to mix the mango with the cocoa butter for this base. So, like I said, you can mix them up however you would like. If you notice, it was like a breeze. It was so easy to cut the mango butter. The mango butter is a lot softer base than the cocoa butter and the shea butter. Which they can be easy to cut too. I mean, the only thing you have to do is, like, you can run your knife under hot water, and it'll slice through your base like butter or whatever. So it's not like you need major strength to do this. But the mango butter, you can like do it with ease, like one hand, because it's so easy to just break it down like that. But yeah, I got some other videos coming up that I'm going to do, speaking about various different things. I told you all that I'm putting together different topics of what needs to be known and spoken about as far as targeting, gang stalking, harassment, and different aspects of this psychological operation, this program that is going on. So coming up, I will be doing a video about unconsented human experimentation, which is a CIA program. This has been going on for several years, okay? Like, several. And I'm also going to be doing a video about MK Ultra mind control behavior modification program. Okay, all of these are government funded, organized, crime mob type of operations. These things are being done to American citizens as well as individuals all over the world. I wish more people were open-minded and just looked into a lot of these things that's going on. I mean, there's no reason for anybody to just wake up one day and lie and make this up. But you do have your disinfo agents, okay, out there, and I can spot a fraud from a mile away. I know the ones who are real targets, and the ones who are not real targets are miserable. We are miserable every single day. We are under constant 24-hour, 7-day a week, 365 days a year torture and harassment, and we go through on a daily basis, and it takes a lot for us to keep it going, to pull it together, to be just to be okay from one day to the next, because of everything that we're enduring, everything that's happening, everything that we're going through. And yeah, you got some perpetrators out there. There's going to always be opportunists who just try to take things, use things to their advantage, and get some type of recognition or clout for this. But I mean, this is nothing to be lying about, saying that you're going through and you are not. But I've spotted several different individuals who claim to be targeted individuals, and if you look closer into them, you can clearly tell that they're perps. They're ops. They're sellouts. You see all the signs and the symbolisms um, in a lot of their videos and different things. And so, yeah, you know, some folks have been put into place, because the fact of the matter is even though we get gaslighted a lot, people will, from the government to people closest to us, will stand in our face and blatantly call us a lie and say, this don't exist. The government wouldn't do that. This isn't going on, when it's documented fact. There is proof out here that these things are happening. These things are going on. People are being tormented and tortured on a daily basis. It is, most of these things are patented, okay? Which is the crazy thing about it, and it really pisses you off that these people would sit it, but that's a part of the psychological operation. That's a part of the programming, to you know, to try to call you a lie, to make you look like a fool, to make you look like the dummy or something when you're really not. Move, Flaky. Come on, girl. Sorry about that, y'all. I had something on in the kitchen and I had to go and get. But yeah, so this is serious, and more. The fact of the matter is, more and more people are speaking out about this. Not long ago, Obama put together a this panel, this coalition panel that allowed targeted individuals to come and give their testimony as to what was happening to them, to ask for help, to ask questions about what was, or just to tell people in general of what was being done to them. Of course, they set that up. They knew full well that they wasn't going to do anything to stop what was going on. This is organized crime, people. This is a federal run operation. Obama and no other president that has ever been in office has done anything to stop torture of American citizens. Not ever. And so I kind of feel like when that was done, it was a slap in the face, because it almost felt like if people really knew how the gang stalking and the harassment go, it almost felt like it was some kind of roll call just to see what all targets would show up, what would they say was being done to them, what all do they know. You know, like they were just scoping out everybody that showed up and what they had to say. And so that's the reason why it really kind of pisses you off when people just try to dismiss you and act like, you know, you just woke up one day and decided to make this all up or something. I mean, you've had, there's this lady who ran for office in, I believe it's Kentucky, who started being tortured, who started being targeted and harassed herself, okay? I mean, there's people, there's doctors, there's very professional people who have been targeted, okay? It's not, you know, it's easy to dismiss somebody when you're just some regular average Joe and a person can look at you and say you're crazy. There's been plenty of people who have come out and spoke out about this. Doctors, scientists, people who have worked for the government, people, all kinds of people, teachers, all kinds of people with different ties to the government, different industries and different things in different types of ways. So yeah, it really does piss you off when people just kind of dismiss you as, you know, oh, you're some nut job. That don't exist. You're crazy. You've lost your mind. That's the way they set it up to make it look. But I'm sorry. Hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of people from all over the United States, all over the world, okay? Because this is going on. I mean, I've seen testimony from people over in the UK, people in various different areas with different cultural backgrounds whom have come out and said that this is being done to them, okay? They won't give it any media attention for us. They have somewhat, but not much. I mean, but they actually have. You can find it. They literally aired this on the news before, and spoke with people. So that's the reason why it's unbelievable that people can deny that this is going on and the government is in fact behind doing this to people. It's absolutely disgusting. It makes you just hate the fact that we're even here in this world, on this earth. And the fact of the matter is, there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. It's not like that there's some safe haven somewhere that we could all go and everything is going to be all right. No, this is going on all over the world. All over the world. And people better wake up. But the fact of the matter is, these satanic powers that be, their signs and symbolisms is going to be their downfall, okay? No ifs, ands, buts about it. They love their signs and symbolisms, and that's what's going to be their very downfall, because they're way too cocky and they're way too arrogant with what they're doing. And the mere fact that they are doing this to hundreds of thousands of people all over this world in various different areas, shit is about to hit the fan real quick, because a lot of people are already speaking out about it. That's why I don't care anything about anybody coming on here and you not believing me. Okay, that's fine. You cannot believe me, and you can possibly not believe hundreds of other people who have given their testimony to tell you that this is being done to them. What are you going to say to all of these hundreds of thousands of people who don't know each other from Adam, who live all in different states in different parts of the world, who has the same testimony about being tortured? You can't call us all a lie, okay? But a lot more people are speaking out about this, are allowing their voices to be heard, and it's going to hit mainstream in a minute. And it's going to be nothing that these satanic powers that be can do. I mean, the cat is out the freaking bag, and everybody know, even though they try to set it up to look like this and look like that and the third, everybody knows the United States government, or whatever government you are under, wherever you live, are in fact involved in this and partaking in doing this to Americans. So, I cut up some more base, guys. I'm going to melt this down. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that this is a hate crime against humanity, okay? This is cruel and unusual punishment. These are terroristic acts. This is domestic terrorism at its finest. Right here in the United States of America. All across the world, okay? All across the world, this is happening. And the shit is about to hit the fan, because there's a lot of people who are speaking out. There's a lot of people who are rising up and who aren't afraid to let their voices be heard about what is being done to them and what's happening. And all these satanic powers that be are going to be able to do is run and hide. They're going to run to their bunkers, baby. Or either they're just going to say screw it and try to nuke us all, knowing them just how low down and dirty they are. But what they will not be able to do is to stand before the American people and call us a lie ever again. Because you cannot say that something isn't going on. You cannot say that this is not happening. Hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of people whom don't know each other, who have no connection with each other, who are in various different states in the United States, whom are scattered all over this world in various different areas, are having the same problem. They're being tortured, they're being stalked, they're being harassed, they're being invaded, they're being violated. Their mind, their body, their soul, their human rights, their civil and constitutional rights are being invaded and violated every single day, and the government is not doing a damn thing about it, but covering it up. It's all about to go down, sooner or later. And these satanic powers that be, they are going to pay for what they have done to the people. They are going to pay for the genocide that they have committed against the people. The genocide that they have committed on this land. No ifs, ands, buts about it. It's bound to happen, people. And it's on the way. Okay, I'm gonna give that one more minute to warm up. Then I'm gonna finish them. If you all can see, the first molds that I did, they're already starting to get hard. They're not all the way solid, but I can at least lift it up and tilt it over without it running out, so you can see how it looks. You see those roses that I put in there? Really beautiful. And what I did with the other green, you remember this wasn't all the way full, so the yellow is at the top, and I actually mixed it. So you can like do two tones, you can do tie-dye look, you can do all different kinds that you want, and spruce it up however you like it. Here's the ones that I did like this, that has the jasmine in there. So this is going to be really awesome. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you all the finished products for these soaps. I just wanted to share something creative and artistic with you all. Something to get those of you who are, this is just something to get those of you whom are watching and you are a targeted individual, to get your mind off of what is happening to you. So I'm going to blend this really well. Make sure it's all melted really good. Okay. And then I'm going to do two different ones here. So I'm going to do the orange. This is the color. And I'm going to use a orange fragrance in it. And then I'm going to use another for the other dish. Hold on. Okay, I'm get another. I had to get another jar for the other one. So yeah, you want to make sure that that's blended in really well. Like I told you before, you want to spray your molds down with alcohol before you put your base in and after you put your base in. It helps keep away germs and things too. Alcohol is a really good to make sure, you know, everything is disinfected and safe and clean, and no bacteria is getting on anything or nothing like that, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to blend all of this, so I'm going to pour some of this in here. Okay. I'm going to set this aside for a minute because I'm going to do something else with that. And so I'm going to add in the color. This is the orange. It has a little dropper looking thingy. So the darker you want it, the more color you want to put in it. You can make it a light kind of color if you want it. If you want it kind of dark, if you're using a liquid, you may want like 3 drops in there, okay? Now I'm going to add the fragrance. This is orange, since I used the orange coloring. So I'm putting that in there, let it sit for a minute while I close this back up. And you want to blend this really well. As you can see, the color's changing, but you want to make sure it's really blended. Really good. Not unless you want it to have like that streak, tie-dye kind of look to it. I don't know if I want to, if I just want to make these regular, or if I want to put some kind of design in it. I guess I will. I have a orange. I have lily here. So the lily is orange colored. So I'm going to use that in the orange soap that I'm using. And you just put that in there however much you would like. These come out really pretty. This is really good to do. If you're somebody that's interested in, say, making your own gift sets, to give for gifts. It is Mother's Day, you guys, so for those of you who are mothers, happy Mother's Day to you. I hope you have a great and blessed, prosperous day. For those of you who have mothers in your life, I hope you did something special for them. I know it's hard when you're going through this, because everyone that you're near and dear to are partaking in this, but you know, sometimes you gotta kill them with kindness, you know, and show them that you're a better person. Okay? And so, like myself, although I know my mother is, she's partaking in what is being done to me, she have quite a bit to do with what is being done to me. It's not right. It's not fair. It's heartbreaking and it's hurtful. But I know I'm a good person and I have a good heart. And so, you know, I got her something for Mother's Day anyway. Okay? And, you know, I'm just going to just leave it like that. I did my part. I know I'm a good person. So, is all that matters. I need just a little bit more soap base in this to fill it up. You want to make sure you got enough for however many bars of soap that you want to make. You want to make sure you have enough so you won't keep running out. Although it's hard to tell, because as you've seen, when you're cutting the base up into cubes and your jar is filled all the way up, you know, you're pretty for certain, but like that melts down, okay? That melts down really quick. And when it do, of course, it's not going to be as much, or as much as it seemed it was when before it melted down. So you may have to melt some more just to make sure you have enough, depending on how many bars of soap you want to do. And see, that's just, I even added some more in that, and so I'm just going to put a little bit of this soap base in here, because I'm actually going to do something else with that. So this one it's likely to have like this tie-dye kind of look to it, because I blended in the orange with the white, so it's going to have a different little look to it, which will still be cool. It'll still come out really nice, okay? So that's that. You will see. So that's going to come out really pretty. It's going to come out really nice. Now I'm going to, this video is over an hour and some long, so I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to do the last one. I'm going to show you all what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use blue coloring on this. So you want to drop your color in there. Okay, after you get your color in there, I'm going to use for this scent, this is a peppermint scent, okay? So I'm going to put that in there like that. And then I'm just going to mix this up really good. It's going to give it a nice little, almost like a turquoise kind of blue color to it. And then I'm going to put that and make my soap base out of it. I don't think I want to add any type of decoration to this one, okay? So I'm going to use these molds here. And you're just going to pour your soap base in there. And it's as simple as that. And you just let it sit and cool. And as it cools, it'll get hard. It'll harden up. And depending on how full you want your bar, it's up to you how much you fill it up, how much you put into the mold that you want to use. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you make soap. I actually have some other things coming up that I'm going to do. So I'm going to be showing you how to make bath bombs. I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade face mask for all you ladies who like pure, clean skin with no acne. I'm going to show you how to make a face mask. I'm going to show you how to make bath bombs. I'm also going to show you something else. I have recipes for several different things, everybody. So I've shown you the soap so far. I've shown you the candles. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to make a face mask. I'm going to show you how to make bath bombs, and I'm going to show you how to make body butter. So that'll be really fun to do as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that and make your own products. You actually spend less if you just want to make your own products. If you want to make a hobby out of this and, share with others, that's great as well. And if not, that's cool too. I also will be coming back with those videos, the MK Ultra Mind Control Behavior Modification Program and the Unconsenting Human Experimentation CIA Program. I'll be coming with that soon. I'm a little tired right now, y'all. So after taking care of my daughter, pets, working, and everything, sometimes I be so tired. But these are all the soaps that we made tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Got a chance to sit back and relax and see something fun to do that you can do yourself at home. You can do it with your kids. You can do it with your siblings. If you have somebody like that, I know many of us targets, we're loners. I'm a loner, so I actually enjoy being alone. So I enjoy doing this stuff for myself, But anyway, those are the soaps. I will come back and do a video and show you all the finished products, how they came out and everything. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are feeling well. And I hope each and every one of you have a good night. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers. Best wishes. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Bye.